Hey, trade alert, trade alert, trade alert. Vikings made a trade. We picked up a new backup quarterback. We picked up Nick Mullens from the Raiders. There was some talk about him as one of the contenders for maybe, if we go outside the organization to get a backup quarterback. That became pretty certain that was going to happen after the dual performances against the 49ers by Mannion and Mond. Um, they obviously they obviously saw what they needed to see, and I think this is a tremendous trade because they only gave up a seventh round. It's like a conditional seventh round pick. I saw he's got to be active for a game, which means it'll be a seventh round pick. I don't know why they even have it like that. I guess it's like, well, if you decide to cut him, but they're not going to cut him. Nick Mullens will be the backup quarterback, and I think this is he's better certainly than Mannion. He's better than Mond. He's got a little bit of experience. He played I don't know how many games for the 49ers a few years ago, and he played okay. Like I think they won a couple games with him. I think that was when Garoppolo was hurt or something. He's kind of what you want. He's a capable backup. He can come in if God forbid something happens to Kirk. He can come in and he can at least steady things, and maybe he won't be completely doomed. He's young too. I think he's still in his 20s. So he could be like a backup for a while, even if they wanted. So what does this mean? Probably for the existing guys. I mean, Mannion's gone. Like this clinches that Mannion will be gone. There's absolutely no it. I don't think they're going to keep three quarterbacks anyway. But if you're going to keep three quarterbacks on the roster, you're not going to keep Kirk and Mullens and Mannion. There's nothing to be gained from keeping Mannion. Mond, I don't know. It completely depends on what they want to do. Do they want to just stick him on the practice squad? I mean, there's probably been enough shakiness from him in the preseason that you probably will be able to get him to the practice squad. I don't think they could have done that last year because last year it was like, he's a third round pick. You're not going to be able to sneak a third round pick quarterback onto the practice squad. So they kept him on the roster all year. This year, I don't know. Like they could probably get him to the practice squad if they want. And I think they want. I don't think they're going to be like a lot of the fans who just want to give up on the guy after a couple of preseason games in the first preseason where he's even had a shot. But it would have been pretty irresponsible from what we've seen to just no questions asked, give Mond the backup job. But I think they will keep him around. I think they will have. I think the way it'll play out. They got the one preseason game left. I don't know if Mullens will even play. I mean, because they picked him up to be the backup, so now you're not going to risk, losing this guy maybe to a freak injury. So maybe they'll just have Mannion and Mond play the final preseason game, kind of a final audition or whatever, mostly for Mond. And who knows who's even going to play in the preseason finale. They sat 27 guys against the 49ers. They'll probably sit even more in this one. If Mond looks okay, I think they will keep him around. Mannion, look, you can cut Sean Mannion, and he's not going to be picked up by anybody. Like, if crazy disasters happen and you still need a quarterback, or quarterback depth, at some point during the year, you can just call up Sean Mannion, bring him in. He's not going to be picked up by anybody else. So he'll be around. But I like this trade. I think this is, as a value trade, it's fantastic. trade a 7th-round pick, and you get some security and stability at the backup quarterback, and he may never play like that. Like, I think Kirk's going to ball out this year. He's very durable. Like, we may only see Nick Mullens in maybe the occasional mop-up duty, but for a 7th-rounder, that's a throwaway. That's a throwaway pick. Who cares? Hell, it'll be a low 7th-round pick too, I think. So I think this is an excellent trade. It'll kind of calm, one of, if not the biggest worry on the roster right now. I thought maybe they were going to wait until after the final roster cuts and see who was out there. And hell, Mullens might have even been out there, but because I think the Raiders are going with that Stidham from who they got from the Patriots, or he used to play for the Patriots, and then of course Derek Carr. So he might have been out there anyway, but it's a 7th-round pick. It's it's like in the draft, you draft a guy in the 7th round because you don't want him to become a free agent and have the whole league in options. So this is a good trade. Gives him some stability. He will be the backup, and I think if worst case scenario happens, you won't be like instantly dead if Nick Mullens has to play. And I think Mon will stick around. I think he'll be. They're not going to keep 3 quarterbacks on the 53-man roster, but I think they can probably more than likely stash him over on the practice squad. Mannion will be gone. If nothing else, this trade means the end of Sean Mannion. And I think I've declared the end of Sean Mannion a couple of times in the last couple of years, but this time I'm pretty sure, because I think they probably wanted one of these other guys to really grab that backup job, but neither of them did. And I'm more sympathetic to Mon than some people who just want him to never set foot on a football field again. But stick him on the practice squad, let him keep developing. Maybe something's there, maybe not. We'll see. But for now, we got our backup, and we're ready to roll.